Thanks for watching Outdoors Delmarva. I'm Captain Willie Dykes. We'll be checking in with my partner Andrew Talls in just a few minutes. You know, one of the great pleasures in doing this show is to introduce our viewers to some hidden gems here on Delmarva. And we discovered just such a place recently in Kent County, Maryland. It's a place where history comes alive, and for lifelong aviators like me, completely irresistible. If you visit the Massey Air Museum in Kent County, Maryland, you'll notice a couple of things right away. The first is the historic aircraft that are displayed on the grounds, like this World War II era C-47 that's also open for tours. There's so much cool stuff outside, you can't miss what's inside too. Up in the ceiling up here, there's a 1911 Wright Flyer. You guys have a fully operational machine shop and paint shop, and there's always something undergoing rebuild or restoration in here. But the main thing that you'll notice about the Massey Museum is that this place is alive with flight-worthy antiques, and there our adventure begins. The first order of business is getting Chopper Chuck a ride in this Stearman World War II trainer. He's always had a thing for biplanes, and this short flight over the Sassafras River means that he can now check something off that bucket list.
I'm gonna probably be walking around with this grin for about the next 3 days here.
But now it's my turn, and I'm going for something more adventurous, because this weekend the Massey Air Museum is hosting a fly-in of the Vintage Sailplane Association, a get-together that occurs every second week in October. People here are passionate about their old gliders. This is a vintage sailplane show. What's this particular aircraft?
This is a Schweitzer 233. This has kind of been the workhorse for throughout the 60s, 70s, 80s, and on for training in gliders.
My guide for today is retired U.S. Air Force Lieutenant General Robert Diker. He knows a thing or two about flying.
Step anywhere. There you go.
And the next thing you know, I'm about to cross something off my bucket list. Well, this will be our first ride in a glider. 44 years in commercial aviation, and this will be the first time. We'll see how it goes without a motor.
Now, once he's airborne, I follow him. If he drifts to the right, I go right. If he goes left, I go left.
We'll be towed to an altitude of 2,500 feet before yours truly gets the honor of releasing the tow rope.
Yep. That's it. We go to the right. He goes to the left.
Now, I'll try my best to get some footage of what this flight is like, and I might throw a couple of avant-garde selfies into the mix for good measure. If you pay attention, you just might catch a huge grin on my face. But Bob sums up the pleasure of sailplane flying best.
The glider's always going down.
Yeah.
We just try to find air that is rising faster. We're going down in it. You and Mother Nature are out there battling it out a little bit. You're in a thermal going around from the heated ground, and you're in the thermal with probably two other bald eagles.
Yes.
And it's just heaven. It is.
Now, we might not be flying with bald eagles today, but we are sharing this thermal with another glider.
Now, he has better performance than we do, too. He weighs 400 pounds less, so with this little scratchy kind of lift, he's going to do better than we do.
It's amazing to me that even without a motor, we're not only staying aloft, but gaining altitude as well. Given the right conditions, it's not uncommon for a glider to stay in the air for hours on end. But every good flight comes to an end, and I get a front row seat to discover for myself just how gentle that glider can land on its one wheel.
Having those long legs helps.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Now that was a revelation. I've been to the county fair and seen the elephant, but that was not only fun, that was a revelation.
Sir, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
It was just crazy up there flying around, maintaining altitude
And gaining altitude
Yes.
with no motor. Isn't that great?
Oh,
Thank
so
you.
much,
You
Robert.
bet, sir.
The
Take care.
Massey Air Museum is open to the public year-round. It's a non-profit organization, but donations are encouraged. You can check out their website for special events, and if you're lucky enough, you too just might be able to take to the wild blue yonder in a living piece of history.